Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're doing a reading for sign of Gemini, and keep in mind that this does not resonate for every Gemini. If you like a personal reading, it's going to be the first link in the description down below. Repeat that, first link in the description down below for a personal reading. You can also find a bunch of other things there in the description. You can find my Etsy shop, which has my tarot and my oracle cards on there. Much things there on my Etsy shop in the description down below. So if you go check that out, go and go buy something, really appreciate that. Currently have a sale going on. You can also find my shirt store, my website, different social media platforms I'm on, as well as Patreon. All that's in the description down below. If you'd like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so. I do appreciate your donations here. So, Gemini, before we get into your reading, let's say some prayers. First, we have number 3, the goddess Kali over here. Kali, universal priestess of the sacred feminine, cosmic womb, divine creatrix. Kali, who is before the beginning and after the end, and within all between. I seek refuge in you, offering all to you that I may bear the pain of loss, and open to the bliss of rebirth. You dwell within the endless vastness beyond all that is. You are the reminder of infinite potential, the gift of regenerative blessings to rise again in a new form, cleansed from the poisons of the past, with full presence and peace in this moment, for the spiritual benefit of all beings. Alright, and then we have number 4, the goddess Kuan Yin over here. Beloved Kuan Yin, goddess calling through the dancing crane, may your sound, grace, and light shine brighter than my doubt or fear. May your light help my own soul draw near. May I surrender that which no longer serves me with unconditional love and replace it with inspiration of your divine love. Alright, Gemini. So, now that we have said the prayers, let's see what spirits in store for yourself. Okay. I think that is enough. So we have number 40 with the Green Man's Door, Portals to Fairy, Wheel of the Year, Galactic and Gaian entry point. So you're at a door here, Gemini. You got the Green Man's Door. Alright, this is the secret path to you because it's on the bottom of the deck. Number 39 with Shimmer, Glamour, Confidence, Allure, Charisma. Number 29 with Into the Woods, Stranger in a Strange Land, New Experiences, Feeling Uncertain, Transition Zone. Number 28, Once Was Innocent, Knowledge Means Change. Number 5 was Secret Doorway. You see that? This is a secret doorway. Working with Intuition, Second Sight Opening, Dimensional Doorways. And we have number 41 with Mother and Daughter. Mothering, teaching, sharing knowledge, nurturing self-worth. Alright, so it does feel like you're going to be discovering, like maybe this was something that wasn't known to you before. Or there's something else you're going to be discovering with this secret doorway here. Okay? It's like there's something new with this. You're going to a new spiritual land through the Green Man's Door here. Maybe you're going to be sharing that knowledge with others as well, with mother and daughter. Talking about teaching there. You can also be going somewhere new, into the woods, stranger in a strange land. Maybe you're a bit uncertain about that. Let's have a deeper look at your cards here. Gemini, we have number 5 as the first one. This beautiful being is half human, half fae, and is rediscovering herself and her ability to intuit the message of nature. All that is, she's an awakening being who is undergoing the process of deep and real change based on her association with the fae, and her ability to finally understand that the trees and natural worlds are keys to the establishing communication with the fae. But she stands on the threshold of a world that seems ill-fitted to her. To understand and roam freely within her, what can she do? Change her shape, become smaller like Alice in Wonderland? Truly, in order to reach the wonderment of fairy, you must become smaller. But this does not mean become a reduced version of yourself. Rather, it means to approach them, or whatever situation is currently at hand, as a beginner, a walker in a new land, and to be humble and willing to learn. This threshold will see her walk into another land, but she is still able to walk in her own. See the light pouring through this humble doorway is enlightenment, meaning more knowledge, understanding, and ability to communicate. She is peering through this doorway, ability to communicate, through which light can shine into the darkening world of humans. A world that is only darkened by the thought forms that provide a kind of emotional pollution in our world. She is ready to step through, to allow her imagination's wisdom to lead her into new realms, and to accept the mystery of the fairy communication. They have much to share with her, and she is open to learning. Fairies circle about her now, rejoicing at this breakthrough, and she is breaking through her own fears of communication with fairy beings, and has unlocked a doorway to another dimension. As a result, her life's work will start right now, and she will find herself in the right place at the right time. As long as her relationship with the nature remains pure and strong, so too will her relationship with the natural world. As this relationship deepens, her health and material wealth will also benefit in powerful ways, as the fairies love to see their own prosper and thrive, and take the messages back. She is a liminal being in betweener, and will walk between worlds, and in the three realms of humans, of fairy, of the afterlife, the Summerland. Being able to see the change ahead, but not knowing how to deal with it, understanding that in order to learn something new, one must forget what one thinks one knows, getting down to the level of others you do not know. Receiving messages from nature, understanding that wonderment is a natural process of change. Okay. Yeah, number 28. Says, if you are courageous, you can now become who you truly are on a magical level. When you accept this part of who you are, accept this magic you have experienced as natural and good, you will grow stronger, more fearless, more calm, more effective, and you will draw to you the people who can echo back. To these truths you have found. You will no longer mind not fitting into a realm you always feared living in, and you will know that you can find your own path, tangled and wooded as it may be. You can no longer deny what you have seen, heard, felt, and touched, and been touched by. You know magic is true and real, and the wonderment is your path from this time forth. So what can you do? Ask for help, seek advice, and consult people who have similar experiences. Surround yourself with knowledge, and know that innocence is not lost, and that your beliefs are not naive. Your wisdom is now telling you truth, and acknowledging your experience. Alright, number 29. This beautiful fairy seems somewhat fearful as she moves into a time and place which feels exposed, and perhaps strange and unsafe to her. There may be her animal companions, the small rabbits, telling her that all is well, and to keep going this way. But those of you who draw this card may find that small comfort. For when this card is drawn, you'll be in a time of transition. You'll be moving between worlds, from one realm to another. And in that change, you take yourself far beyond your natural comfort zone. And so it is natural to be fearful, and to keep looking around. Senses alert, wondering where danger could next come from. But if we look closer, we see that whilst she is not fully at home, and far from confident, the forest is flowering, and the reward for having gone through this time of trepidation and nervousness will be great. So she will keep going. Through this exposed time she will feel awkward, vulnerable, conspicuous, and uncertain, and into a time and place where she feels sheltered again. And as she walks, something happens to her fears. In their place grow her fallen dreams. Her shattered purpose begins to reshape itself. As she faces each guilt, fear, and in their place springs hope and faith. And she understands that her dreams can be recreated. She will walk on, and the world will cease to be fearful, but joyful. 'Tis time for you to move beyond your shelter, to fly a little further from home, to take a chance, and go into a place where you have felt uncomfortable. Things will feel strange and uncomfortable for a time, but you will grow, and change can become stronger as a result. This fairy knows that there are places she must walk through that are exposed and challenging. She will take great care as she does so, but will walk on as she will. There is no turning back, and there is great rewards in flowering of talents and skills as a result of this courage. You see that, so keep going forward, Gemini. There's going to be rewards, even if it feels a bit uncertain at times. There's rewards because you have to discover the secret doorway, and there's some sort of magic here as well. Alright, we're talking about like that, like fairy magic, nature magic, earth magic. Some of you may not understand that, but for those that do. Do-do. Do-do. Glamour is a very magical ability to draw down around you and to draw forth from within you. The ability to gently shapeshift and cast a glamour about you. It is the ability to shake off the dust of the road after a long day's travel, and walk into the presence of the fairy king, standing tall and regal, with beauty as your mantle. It is not, and as it is often painted, or false, or untrue representation of self. It is a convergence of your higher self with your outward appearance. It is extremely powerful and positive in terms of negotiating your personal power. So when you come into this presence of this fairy, in her court on her throne of stone, stand tall and be who you are at your highest potential. Close your eyes for a moment and see yourself being sprinkled with fairy dust from head to foot. And from within yourself, see this golden light awaken and radiate out. Stand tall and strong and walk with deliberation and care. Meet the glances of people fearlessly, and with your belief in your own power and worth. Be warm and be strong. When we do this, we come from a position of personal truth and strength, rather than from a belief in our fatigue, our age of infirmities, our injustice. We come from a place that Vivian, the great fairy queen of Avalon, would have worked with when walking into the court of Camelot to represent the old ways. Know who you are, and then bring that forth. Alright, Gemini. That is the true meaning of powerful glamour. When you invoke this power, all who see you will stop, share with you their attention, their respect, their time, and you in turn will do it for those who have found their power within themselves too. The glamour is also a wonderful art for those whose feelings and thoughts are there for all to see upon our faces. When we wish to remain mysterious, call upon the glamour, draw her down and forth, and remain within your own self. You will soon be spending time with others who lead you to believe you're less than. Be aware that in order to counteract this egoic tendency to go into your own faults, you may draw upon the fairy power of glamour, and draw down around you the cloak of enchantment. This will help you protect yourself from your own tendencies to submit to fear, and sometimes not handle yourself as beautifully as you are able to. The fairy power of glamour is yours to be called upon. It'll change your appearance over so slightly. You'll be more beautiful, your hair will be longer, more lustrous, your eyes will be larger and shine more, and your skin will be dewy. You'll carry your body with grace and honor, and you'll radiate warmth and respect for yourself and for others. When this power is upon you, all will be drawn to you, and the glamour will get you through a tough meeting. It will be very powerful, for when we need to ask for something from those in perceived authority, your fey appearance may also be emphasized when you call upon the glamour. Okay? So we have number 40 and then 41. The fairy know that there are times when the door to their realm is firmly well shut. They choose when and to whom the door will open, and while they may not look like they are on their guard, the beautiful fairy maiden swinging oh so casually on the handle, and the green man of the wood, literally behind her, will not let any pass until they have shown they are good and wild at heart. But what the fairy also know, and what you are about to learn, is a great secret. For there are 8 great doors to fairy, every 13 moons, and they are old as Mother Earth herself. They are powerful portals to other dimensions and worlds. Each of these great doorways and portals occurs throughout what witches call the Wheel of the Year, and they run from sundown to sundown of the following day. You all learned of these times when you were little. When you had time on your own amongst nature, we fairies showed you the door and told you that when this door would open, you just had to know, and you had to stay aware. You just need to remember again when the doors open wide between the world of the fairy and your own. These 8 special times have long been covered, or changed, or smothered by other lore. But now you know they're true magics, and you too can experience the door opening. Know that if you choose to connect with fairy at these times, you are entering a world between the worlds that is very real and utterly true, and can bring many things to fruition in your own world in your record time, as fairies are not impeded by our reckoning of days and nights. 4 of these doors occur as the Earth Mother breathes and grows and changes throughout the 13 moon cycles others call a year. And 4 are of the Gaelic web in which she's weaving our own Earth dreaming magics. By connecting with each of these 8 great festivals, you too will connect with the power of this Earth and beyond her. You will connect strongly with your fairy self, which is both of this Earth and beyond her too. You'll be in tune with magic, and by doing so, you will notice addictive relationships, compulsions to eat and partake of alcohols or foods that are not in tune with your magical etheric Earth self will fall away. These doorways, once walked through, can assist you in detaching from harmful thoughts and behaviors. Walking through these doorways heals. It says you're about to pass through a potential doorway of time, thus you will soon have access to other dimensions and realities, including that of fairy. It's time to consider becoming a walker between the worlds, to draw back the veil and depart the myths. To do so will bring healing, change, and powerful magics into your current reality. Ask the Green Man and the Fairy Maiden permission to enter and make an offering, and prepare for a deep, beautiful, abiding change. Please see the front of the section of the guidebook for earthly dates of the doorways. Make an offering, place your hand on the door, and push ever so gently, then she will open. Okay, so what? Say the front. What? I'm gonna have to look at that later because I don't know where that's. Anyways, then she will open. We have mother and daughter. So it's time to spend an afternoon with your parents or children. Take them somewhere natural and teach them gently the ways of the fairy world. Do this through connection with the earth and what springs from her, the sky and what flies through her, the sea and what swims beneath, and the fiery sun and what grows from her power. It says, yes, indeed, the sun is a goddess too. Think of Grian, the Irish dragon fae goddess of solar energy. Think about how to teach your children about how to be themselves, offering opportunities for natural wisdom being learned. Offer to spend time with children teaching meditation, flower lore, nature loving, and animal wisdom. Let your mother and father know what you think of them, and care for them, and thank them for their teachings in whatever form they came from. Love your children and know they are most important teachers ever. Alright, so, Gemini, this message is for you. My hand is starting to go numb. So let's get some runes and charms yourself. We have Virgo. So you can have those placements. One around you. This Aztec serpent god, which you're connected to. We have these 2 dragon lovers, one being fire, one being water or ice. We have Thoth. We have this dragon moon, which you're connecting to, which is a symbol of Kuan Yin over there. We have the rose. Rose can actually be that of an offering. We're talking about offerings there. We have this moon beetle, which connects to a heavy connection with the moon. We have this white raven, which you're connected to. White raven being a symbol of peace, cleansing, purification, protection, all that good stuff there. I don't remember if I said this, but Aztec serpent god. We have this dragon, which you connect to. Dragon, we were talking about that of the dragon Fae, actually. Gemini. We have rewards coming in. This is justice. You'll be in more flow. Rewards will be more flowing to you because of all this right here. Alright? So, that's all I have for you. And like I said, first link in the description down below for personal reading. Also go to my Etsy shop if you want to go buy something. Really appreciate that. And if you want to see more content, don't forget to subscribe. Bye guys.